Hi there, Mike Brady with Generosity Wealth Management, and this week I'm going to talk about two or three different things. One is conviction, the second is humility, and another is just knowing what the answers to everything, which I guess kind of get down to humility as well. I last did a video about a week and a half ago, and at that time I said, gosh, I hope you're not hearing from me every other day. That means things have calmed down just a little bit. And what has happened in the last week and a half is we've had mainly some 1% days, plus or minus, which in an environment where it's 3 to 5% in a day, that actually seems quite calm. But we'd have 1%, 1%, 1%, and then a big 3% drop. What's very interesting is that although that 3% drop might just give away what you gained over the last 3 days, it seems so dramatic, so huge, when in fact, if it had been less 1%, a slow dribble, it's not quite as shocking to the system. And this kind of gets down to a little bit of humility and kind of knowing everything. The market is a very complicated organism, okay? And the only people who understand exactly what's going to happen, there are some people like that. They're called analysts and journalists, okay? And it's my belief that it is many different factors go into what happens on a given day, given week, given month into the particular market. Let me just step back for a second and just kind of talk about my philosophy in general about the chaos theory. The things are very complicated, and sometimes things just happen. If A happens, B does not necessarily happen. And sometimes B happens, and there's a number of different things that lined up for B to happen. The market is no different. In an economy, or a country, let's just say, in order for it to go from a developing country to a developed country, there's a lot of things that have to happen. You have to have an educated workforce. You've got to have a good governance and confidence in that in the judicial system. You've got to have an economic system that is free and fair. And there's a number of different things that have to happen in order for a country to really move forward. And if one or two of them are happening but not all the others, then you're really not hitting all cylinders. And so it kind of gets to my belief in investing that you've got to have a conviction. What do you believe in? Do you believe that the United States is what your bet is long term, whether it's 1 year, 5 year, 10, 30 years? If not, then I might question whether all of my discussions about the stock market are really for you. And if that's the case, we can talk about it and give me a call, because there might be other non-equity, non-U.S. things that you should gravitate towards. What do you believe in? If you believe in nothing, you're going to be pulled one way or the other, and all of these journalists who give you exact answers, which is what we wish that we would have on why a certain event happens, you're going to be persuaded by one over the other, left and right, etc. And that boils down to my last topic, which is really humility. We have to understand that sometimes things just happen, and what we believe is going to happen doesn't always turn out the way we wanted. I still have a conviction that this is a market I want to participate in, but I'm still diversified. I still have some hedging positions. And the last 3-4 weeks, I have to absolutely admit it is much more drastic than what I had forecast 4 weeks ago. But that being said, the conviction is the same, but I also have to remember the market doesn't care what Mike Brady thinks, doesn't care what Generosity Wealth Management, doesn't really care what you think. So therefore, we have to continue to change our beliefs, and so I have made some changes in the last 3 or 4 weeks. I've shared them with you over the video as things have progressed. But we also, have to have a conviction, but we also have to have some humility, and also understand that sometimes things, and particularly on some of these days, just knee-jerk happens. And so we have to kind of help smooth those things out, try to keep them out of our mind, and let it not completely throw us off base. I mean, I'm recording this on a Friday morning. Bernanke just spoke a little while ago, and the market knee-jerked down and then knee-jerked back up. And so, those things are going to happen. It's just a part of it, and we've got to stay true to what we believe. Going forward, I mentioned this at a previous video that I'm going to have dynamic asset allocation as one of my offerings for my clients and my management system, because I do believe that there's a way that we can keep to our conviction, stay invested most of the time, and strategically choose one sector over another. And it's something that I'm very excited about, that I've been working on for a very long time, and I'm just about to kind of offer to all my clients. So anyway, Mike Brady, Generosity Wealth Management, 303-747-6455. Ooh, I'm supposed to smile. My mom has told me that I don't smile enough in these videos, but I take this stuff very seriously, and so maybe that seriousness comes out in my lack of smiling here. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.